Believe it or not, this jacket started as 3 regular t-shirts. I had a vision, no store-bought patterns, and somehow I was able to turn all 3 into one custom motorsport jacket. Let me show you how I did it. I'm going to use one simple self-made pattern that I'm going to end up using for my back panel and my front panels. So for the back panel, I just cut it on fold. And for the front panel, I just slice it up the middle. And there we have front and back. So for the t-shirts, I like to just start out with a clean square. I always try to buy the largest t-shirt I can find to get the most fabric out of it. But I like to start out with a clean square. And then when I lay my fabric on top of that clean square, that's going to let me know if I have enough t-shirt fabric or not. And if we don't have enough t-shirt fabric, we just add more fabric. So I'm working with that square of the t-shirt and the 2 extra pieces that I had to add on both sides of the shirt. I'm just sewing those pieces on, front sides facing, and I'm sewing one strip on one side and one strip on the other side so it can make the fabric piece bigger. So in this clip you can see where I've already sewn both of the extra pieces on the side of the square, and now we have one large piece. So I'm just going to iron out those seams to make everything flat. Ironing is important. So in this clip, you see me lay the denim that we previously cut out on top of the folded square. And now we're just going to cut that so that it fits. Now to make sure everything lines up, take it to the sewing machine and attach the t-shirt fabric to the denim fabric. I'm doing this on a serger just to make it faster. But you can most definitely do this step on the sewing machine because these are stitches that you're not going to see anyways. Fun fact, when I first started sewing, I was petrified of the serger. I would never use the serger. I did everything on a sewing machine. I was just so intimidated by the serger. Like, I don't know why. My mom used to be like, use the serger, use the serger. Your work will look cleaner if you just use the serger. But now, oh my God, I'm obsessed. And just like that, it's coming together. That's the back panel and your liner. Now I'm going to work on the front panels. Front panel is 2 pieces. So I'm going to use a t-shirt that's at 23 because that's easiest to just slice down the middle. I'm going to cut that up. So the same thing I did to the back panel where I had to add extra strips to each side. I also have to do that to the front panels. I'm going to add an extra strip to each side. So now that we have enough fabric on our front panels, we can iron them, make them nice and flat again, like we did the back panel. Dinner break, very much needed. Okay, back to work. So now we line up the t-shirt fabric with the denim of the front panel, cut it up, make sure it fits, and then we connect them. So here I'm just going to clip my t-shirt fabric onto my denim fabric, and then I'm going to stitch it all the way around. And I'm going to make sure that I stitch them really close to the edge, because these are stitches that you don't want to see when you go to put the jacket together. So I'm taking my time clipping these. And I normally don't clip stuff because I'm lazy, but this part is important. You kind of want to clip this because the t-shirt will get to rolling up on you because it's t-shirt fabric. So this is an important step. So at the sewing machine, I'm going to take my time. Even though this is sped up, I am really taking my time and sewing really close to the edge, like I stated earlier, because you don't want to see these stitches when you go to put all of these pieces together. I'm doing it on the serger, but you can definitely do it on the sewing machine. Front panels are done, so we're just going to move right along to the arms. I already have my pre-made, my self-made pattern already cut out, and we're just going to use the denim. Cut the denim out first, that's your liner, and that's going to be your arm. And then to cut out my second arm, instead of using the pattern, I just used the first arm that I cut out so I can make sure that everything is even. We're cutting arms on a fold. That's the easiest way for me to do it. So just as we cut the arms out of the denim, we have to do the same thing with the t-shirt. So I'm just going to find a part of the t-shirt that I like, that I want to see on the arm, and I'm just going to use that denim, lay it on top so that it can, the denim and the t-shirt can be like the same cut, the same size, so the arms are even. So I like this part of the t-shirt because of the color. It stands out. It's Whitney Houston. So we're just going to fold that in half, put the denim on top, and cut it so that it matches the denim arm panel. The second arm, I'm just going to use a plain black. So I'm just using the back of the t-shirt and doing the same thing, folding it in half and using the denim to cut that out. Then I'm just going to connect the t-shirt fabric with the denim fabric, and it all becomes one piece of fabric. Arms are done. So now we have all the compartments, so we just got to put it together now. This is the fun part, where it all comes together. But not before the serger malfunctions. This is my pet peeve about the serger. Like, it will just stop working on you in midstream, and then you got to become a mad scientist to figure out how to fix it. This is what I never liked about the serger, but I'm to the point now where I'm pretty confident in fixing it, but it took me a long time to get here. Trust the process. Now we try it on, make sure everything fits, make sure everything is good before we attach those arms. So before attaching the arms, I'm just going to sew the arms down the inside seam so that when I attach it to the jacket, all I'm worrying about is the circumference of the circle part of the arm. Once I attach the arms, the only thing that's left to do is add a waistband and a collar, which I did not do on camera, so I do not have that footage. Oh, also a zipper. Waistband, collar, and zipper, and I didn't do that on camera. But you get the gist. It's not that hard. It's just constructing pieces together, shapes, that's all. And if you want me to do a separate video on zipper, waistband, and collar, just let me know. because I can do a whole video on just that part alone. Check out the finish. This came out super cute. I freaking love it. This can be dressed up. This can be dressed down. This can be dressed all around. This is a look. And it was not hard. But it's definitely a custom one of one. Just imagine you can use any types of t-shirts that you want and just make it you. BossStitch out.